Morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. JR, Richard, News. Morning. Kay Dorsey. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Jay and Robin. What's up, everyone? All right, let's get going this morning and just take a peek at the news that was announced already. So we had an 8:30 medium news event. Core durable goods orders as well as durable goods ordered month over month. Slightly below forecast on the first one, slightly above on the second. So I don't know if that's a wash, how that was perceived. I guess we can look and see what happened at 8:30. All right, that's this candle here. So we pressed up into the hourly fair value gap, and now we're currently back inside of the range. See if this became a breaker at all. So we had a high here that then traded down to create a low, traded higher into the fair value gap, and now it's trading below the swing low here. So we'll see. So we did have a close below, trade back inside, and now we're trading lower. $714 down to $688. So 25 points so far, 26. We have S&T on the 1 minute on ES. All right, you want to do a bias poll again? Sure. What do you want, M? You want a session bias or do you want a daily bias? All right. All right, Jay. Appreciate that. It's always a good reminder. I feel like most of us probably have heard that before. Um, but yeah, if it's not something that you think about or write down, then it's something that you can easily forget. So I appreciate the reminder. Classic sell day. Shall see. All right, we still got a couple minutes, so let's grab the dollar and see where we are. You know what? Do this. All right. So let's take a look at the dollar and see where we are from yesterday. I believe this was like yesterday morning. 6, 7. No, it's not. Okay, so these were the two. I remember there were two candles that we saw trade into a fair value gap and trade out of it. So this was yesterday's morning session, traded up, hit the bearish fair value gap, started trading lower. I had marked out the swing low as something I thought it would trade through, hit the bullish fair value gap, and give it enough room to get back up, at least give it another try of the bearish. It did do that, but it took, wow, almost till midnight. All right, so we've taken out this swing high, created a few bullish fair value gaps below, which now we're supporting price. Even if we get a failure here, we get a break back down into this area. That'll allow it to mitigate this section. All right, so we might get a short-term hold down, which may lift us up just a bit into fair value gaps again, just above us. Okay, so one thing I do see is that we took external liquidity here late last night, which then pushes price back into internal liquidity, which it found in the way of a fair value gap. So now price likely will be looking for external once again. Let's also see where we on NQ. That high and this high. All right, swept the first one already. Trade it back down, hit it again, trading back down. Yeah, we'll have to give it a little bit of time to see where it wants to go, but I think we could go either direction. I'm not giving up on the bulls just yet, but I'm also being aware of all the space that was created below that we could trade down into. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a wait and see morning for me. Hello, Sniper. Good morning. What's up? Well, let's see what we have in by the way of news tomorrow. All right, so there's red folder news at 8:30 and 10 tomorrow morning. All right. 927, not quite the opening bell yet, but looks like we already have some movement on the chart. That's right. I need to set up my midnight open, those kind of things. Okay. The midnight and 8:30 open are kind of on top of each other. Great. You're right. That's confirmed. So we have no session highs or lows. This can go away. April 18th lunch high. That's done. We already took the previous day high. That was taken pretty early, actually. So the previous day high was here. Clock. This is 1800. All right. So we basically finished the day on the previous day. We finished the day at the high of the day. So as soon as price opened, it opened up above. We just kept trading higher. So the previous day high is already gone. All the session highs and lows have already been traded to. Okay, that breaker was not a breaker. Traded back to the 1 hour fair value gaps. Let's see if we get another rejection from here. Opening bell has crossed over now. Hello, Molly. Milad, good morning. Said in 1 hour? Okay. Sure. Go to the 1 hour. Oops. So it's this one right here. Wednesday's the 17th of April at 11 a.m. Wonder if there was an invalidation right here, but the app still has it on there. Well, not the app, but the indicator. Oh, Mia, good morning. It looks like it has. It looks like it has. But the previous this candle here didn't close above the candle at 2 a.m. But the 3 a.m. candle, so the next candle when it opened up higher. So there's a small little gap there. So I don't know if the indicator counted that as not trading through it because I'm sorry, not closing above, and so it left it up here. And I can see prices reacting to it this morning, so I'm not gonna touch it. But yeah, these are my settings. I'm assuming you have extended boxes on already. Delete boxes after fill. Guess we'll see in just a few minutes if that fair value gap even holds. Oh, you caught it on the 1 minute? The 851 candle. Okay. Oh yeah, I see. I do see. The I think that was the same one I drew up here on the 5 minute. 755. You say it was on the 850. So here at 850, 851, it traded back in and then it gave like 25 points. All right, April 18th high is now gone. Hmm. Right. Three plus 40. So it's about a 40-point push upward since the opening bell. Okay, so we just took at the high of the previous candle. I wonder if it's going to push up to this fair value gap first before showing any type of retracement or failure. Let me figure out what these levels at 850 and 861 are. I think this is the 4 hour. That swing and then consequent encroachment. Okay. Before we head into the macro, let's take one more look and see what's happening on the dollar and the other indices. All right, so still a dollar at the opening bell, push lower past this fair value gap into the one just below. Now it's retracing all the way back up into the range that it was previously in all morning. But we still got 13 minutes, so it could push back down. Hell, it could push up. We'll see where where that lands in about 15 minutes. Um, from there, we've also seen a push up from the indices, from all of them. The Dow has already retraced back down and is looking now for lower prices. Most likely is going to land in this fair value gap, if not this hour, then next hour. And so far, we have a second rejection out of a bearish fair value gap for S&P. However, strong person of the group, which has been the weakest for the past week and a half or so, is now showing that it's continuing to push. But I will say there wasn't a bearish fair value gap like we have on Dow and S&P. So Dow and S&P both have failed at what their midnight high was, or the daily high, whereas the daily high has already been taken. Yesterday's high was taken right here. As soon as it opened, yesterday's high was eclipsed. We retraced back down to the gap area. And now today's high has been taken. So looks like Nasdaq is stronger than the other indices. So what we want to see is, if we do believe Nasdaq is going to go up, go higher, we want to see weakness in the dollar. Right now, we're not seeing that. We did see it push lower, but it's retracing back up to the range. So what we want to see is it to push lower and push through this fair value gap and go for these swing lows created yesterday. Ooh, okay, sorry, I'm just now getting back to the chat. Let me find out. Can we say we're clean a buy model on the 4 hour? No, I wouldn't say we're completed. I would say we got at least one leg remaining. So completion likely could be at around the 9:15 area. Yep. I only say that because generally you want to see completion happen at a previous area of accumulation. And so that consolidation that was there from basically all day Tuesday, Tuesday and Wednesday of last week, that level. So I would say that's probably going to be terminus there. So 17, yeah, 17,900, somewhere close to that. Mm. Oh, shit. Took the bullish breaker. Okay, sweet. M, good job. Way to go. Oh, yeah, sorry, M. Brown. Yeah, that's an evaluation account, and if you are able to prove that you can trade without losing or failing the evaluation, then yes, you get funded with whatever the amount is that you attempted. Oh, John Parker, sorry about that. Sorry about that. And I'll close the poll in just 2 minutes. Probably should have closed it right after the opening bell, but I'll give everyone just a couple more minutes if you have an opinion on the poll, an opinion on daily bias. We're down in the macro time here, so let's shift. All right, so 60% of you believe today's bullish bias. All right, so it looks like we are now trading back to the opening values at the opening bell here. So we'll be able to see, basically get a reset, get back to the opening bell, and then we'll see where price goes from there, and whether bullish bias holds or if it's bearish or consolidation. We'll see. Let's see if this breaker here, closure below, trade back inside, down we go. Bearish fair value gap above. This larger one is the 4 hour. Typically, I only have the 1 hour there, but it ran into the 4 hour. That would have been a 30-point stop loss there. But as you can see, it would have delivered 50 points in 2 minutes, these two candles. Tiny little unicorn setup here. Yeah, it's so small it can barely draw the 2-tick fair value gap. Anyway, let's see what it looked like on the 2-minute. Much better on the fair value gap. There you go. However, no trade into the fair value gap. All right, so we closed the hour in 30 seconds, and you can see what happened here. This hourly fair value gap, we traded back below just before the close of the hour. So it did not get invalidated, and it'll stay on the chart for another hour at least. The GOAT, what's giving you the long bias? Little Triple C, Laughter, good morning. What's up? Okay. So I have the equal lows marked up, but I don't think I see the equal highs. Let me find them. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, we do have equal lows on ES though. On NQ. NQ, we have equal lows down at 17,687. All right, so we're now sitting at the 8:30 midnight open area. Price has traded through the past two candles, but continues to reject that area and put candle bodies right on the 8:30 open. And let me just measure out the opening leg here. All right, so we're slightly below 50% down at a discount. Oh, J Stores, don't worry about it. Good morning, welcome. And getting back up to premium area. Dollar is still looking for lower prices, going back to the fair value gap that was below it, the bullish one. And we have all three indices pushing higher, with Dow taking out last hour's high, S&P not quite, and same with Nasdaq. But S&P does have those equal highs that were already mentioned in the chat that price may be running for. Yeah, M mentioned that this morning. This was a 1 minute bearish breaker right here. M definitely was. So we had this retracement here, and then created new highs, and then broke down lower. And then we had a closure below on this candle, 954, 955, traded back into it. There's a 1 or 2 tick fair value gap there, so a tiny little unicorn, and then it dropped for 50 points in 2 minutes. Gospel Trader, good morning. From this consequent encroachment, just gave 25 points there on a couple 1 minute candles. Actually looked like there was one candle. Okay, now I take that back. So it took about 4 minutes to deliver that. Vivian Splash, what's up? Good morning. All right, the macro's over now. I'm gonna go and refill my coffee cup. I'll be back in just a minute. Back at equal lows, I see. Making a new set. I'll go ahead and mark these up since we've had 3 visits there. All right, let's see what we got. Yep, after you're right, Jay did call for a choppy day. He mentioned that all the session highs and lows were taken prior to the beginning of the opening bell, and so we're likely to have a choppy day. Now that it's past 10, let's look at where the New York highs and lows are, and that may be why we had this retracement. You know, but let me just use just a lot easier. Okay. All right, so the New York highs are, so the New York high and low are both still open. Now, granted, they were just confirmed at 10, so it's only been 19 minutes, but sometimes it's taken the first minute after 10 o'clock. And the fact that it hasn't happened may also allude to the fact that we're going to have a choppy one. Get rid of these. There we go. I'll get rid of that equal low marker. So all that really matters is that we recognize that as the New York low. Mm. There's a measurement of the New York range. We're in discount, it's still in discount as I mentioned earlier, but now on the New York range where we can see that it's also in discount prices. The New York low is down at 17,688. Did anyone take the bearish breaker that was on the 1 minute? Mike. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're looking at this as a London low. Yeah, I mark my session lows based on the ICT kill zones. So my London low is from the hours of 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. But I see what you're saying, that there is a daily low that has not been taken. Oh, JR said silver bullet. Yeah, so silver bullet, you'd be looking for continuation. So most likely you're looking for a short here. You'll want to drop down in your time frames to find fair value gap, something you can trade out of. Hmm. Under personal accounts. Went short at 770. All right, Splash. All right, so you saw it and you was like, all right, let me get in here. And then in a 5-minute candle, it ran a little over 50 points. Same as this one. At 9:55, it ran a little over 50 points, and then it had another one where it did the same thing at 10:10. I find that 9:50 to 10:10 macro is pretty strong, except for days where there's 10 o'clock news. On those days, then it's not as, yes, it doesn't really drive price that far, or it's not the main drivers to why price is moving. But if there's no news at 10, I like the 9:50 to 10:10 macro. Still in discount, right at the 50%. All right, we're now in premium pricing now. Get back up to this fair value gap. Let's watch the reaction there and see if we get a bearish push lower. All right, so on every time frame lower than the 5, we got a fair value gap here, a bearish one that this last 2 candles have traded into. Who's that who asked for a silver bullet? It was JR. Okay, appreciate that, Vivian. BTC around 65. Yeah, I saw it had sprung up to 68 or something a couple days ago. Easy target here of equal lows. See if price wants to break down that far. If it does, it'll deliver a silver bullet. Probably not a bad idea, Viv, because you have the New York high and the New York low about about 105 points apart. All right, we're at around 10:30. It's about halfway through the session. If you're enjoying the stream so far, if you can hit the like button. If you're brand new to the stream, this is your first day, or you're not subscribed yet, consider doing so and hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure the notifications are on. All right, let's see if it runs to this target here for the silver bullet. Deliver 20 points. There's a one-to-one trade there, 21 points. Stop loss, 21-point delivery. The entry right here at the fair value gap at 17,738. That was JR asked about the silver bullet. JR, did you catch that one? I'd like to see it reach here and sweep these lows. So that would deliver 27 points. All right, there it is. Good job, JR. Awesome, awesome. Got it. So it delivered what, 30? What did it give? It gave 34 points. Hope everyone was able to see that. The fair value gap was right here. And the previous two price legs out of the breaker gave equal lows, which made an easy target. Oh, thank you, Vivian. So New York low still below us at 17,688. So still another 30 points or so to get there. All right, we'll go back to the 5 minute now. I just went to the 4 minute because that was the time frame that had a fair value gap. It was the 1 minute through the 4 minute. The 5 minute did not. So you can see here on the 5 minute, there's nothing here. We see price push through this fair value gap on en route to the New York low. And that has now happened. Good. Yeah, I think it's a nothing market for a lot of people. I think a lot of us are just sitting around waiting. Queen is likely napping, maybe. Maybe she's still asleep because she traded the London session. New York low is within striking distance here. Selling ES. Let's me look and see. ES is definitely weaker today. ES and the Dow. So if we're going lower, ES may be the better market. All right, so we have this low of the day down at 17,667, and ES has already taken that level. If I'm looking at comparing the two charts together, ES has already taken that level. Okay, while we're still trading here in the range, let's take another look over at the comparison chart. All right, so the dollar back-to-back hours traded lower, below the fair value gap that's below it into the one that's was a little bit out of the range. Both times just barely getting inside of there before rejecting back into the bearish fair value gap. So it looks like dollar wants to trade higher. So we'll see if it eclipses this high. Let me mark that up so we'll be able to identify that easier. But we'll see if the dollar just wants to go sideways today, or if it's really looking to take out that level from earlier today to swing high and then continue to push higher into the bearish fair value gaps above. So that'll be worth monitoring. And we do see slippage on all the indices now. They're all have long wicks above the candle bodies. It looks like they reached some levels there. Here we have equal highs to where they're now pushing lower. I do like the fact that they put equal highs here, and the fact that we have bullish fair value gaps below, because we'll likely maybe push down, find support, and then come back and take these levels. Not exactly equal highs over here on, on NQ. So maybe NQ would just kind of hold tight up top here. And while the others do their retracement, maybe NQ won't do it and it'll just consolidate. And then when they're all ready to buy, then it'll start moving higher. But we will need to monitor this low right here to see when that low is taken. That's 17,667 on the 5 and 15 minute. That is our low of the morning. And I think that happened around 6 a.m. During the 5 o'clock hour. So sometime during the 5 o'clock hour, we hit that target or that level. And so we'll continue to monitor that, and we'll just pop back every 30 minutes or so just to make sure we're still on track and we are aware of where the other indices are also trading. JR, the reason why I don't use the Six Sister is, I mean, there's only so many things, so many variables you can work with. And so, yes, ICT has a lot of tools, and I try to stay consistent with what I'm looking at as far as as far as which indice I want to trade, as far as which concept I want to use. Yes, there are a ton of tools out there that are some are better than others in different situations. But I find that when you start adding so many things to your repertoires, you end up making more mistakes than you think. So it's better for me to just remain consistent. And if there's no trade on NQ, to just not take a trade. Milad, you're right. Yesterday's gap's still open. So if we do shoot below this daily low at 17,667, and then we could absolutely see yesterday's gap start to get filled. But it depends. Let me see where that level is, because if it's too low, then it might be too hard to get done. Well, first we got to do today's gap. So we can start there. We're about halfway through it. Today's gap extends all the way down to 640. Right. Yesterday's gap, yeah, you're talking about getting all the way down to in between 440 and 340. So we got 250 points before we even get there. No problem. Yeah, JR, it's just I get stuck sometimes. I'm trying to add too many things. Plus, when I look at my back testing, for the most part, I'm only back testing NQ, and then I'll back test some other just random charts just to have a chart that I haven't looked at. But I haven't back tested ES enough recently to know if I'm going to take a breaker, how many points can I rely on ES to deliver? But with NQ, I know how many points I can rely on it to deliver. So, and I know some people, they never like to miss an opportunity. So if there's a trade to be made, they want to always be in it. And I'm a little different in that manner. I don't need to be in every trade. If I see a candle that just moved 30 points, I don't feel bad that I didn't catch it, because there's candles, delivered all day long. So you're never going to catch them all. And if you do, you're just going to overtrade. So I just like to stay in my lane. New York low out of here. We'll just protect the low back to where it was. Oh, I forgot we were in the macro. Man, flipping on my times here. If during this macro we take the daily low. Still got another 8 minutes. Right there. Mm. 40 candles in NQ equivalent to 10 in ES. So 10 in ES is worth $500. 40 candles or 40 handles in NQ is worth $800. Okay. Yeah, I took this run down to the daily low in the macro. Took a short from up here down to here. See, so we did get the closure there. Right, there we go. Yeah, I took this here as a breaker. I wasn't 100% sure on it, but I went with it anyway. And this came from the 4 minute, I think. Yeah. Oops. From this high down to this low. Ran up, ran back down, traded back in, and I shorted to the daily low from the edge here at 691. All right, Ray. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, we just started this hour. All right, so yeah, we got another another 50 minutes to see if this confirmed. If it does confirm, then yeah, we may have a nice short for the afternoon. Mm, yeah, I don't know where that this level came from. We'll delete it. Jay, pick a time frame. Let me know which chart you're looking at, because that's when you're looking for a buy or sell model. Your time chart that you're looking at matters. Ooh, damn, Jay Stores, that sucks, man. But I usually don't get too upset. As bad as it sounds to not be in the trade or to not collect on being right, I think there's value in being right because you know that you at least have an opportunity next time. All right, I know we see the new day opening gap, which is this yellow area, right? So we're back at the 1800 level from yesterday when the market reopened. But keep in mind, there's two bullish fair value gaps underneath, which are difficult to see, but they are there. Yeah. Oh, okay, got it. Show where we are and what Ray was looking for. So we have taken. It's this. If price breaks to the upside, this will become the breaker. So I'll just mark this up the way I view it as price is delivering. So I'll just set this up. If price closes above here, we have an active breaker. If price dips below here, then we're continuing lower, and I'll just grab this box and shift it down. And it will mark up this as the potential breaker. And we'll just keep doing that until something happens. Okay, let's check back in. See if it wants to get back into the fair value gap. Sometimes you'll see a dip below, and I'll do that. Remember, this is the 1 hour, so it could dip below for several minutes, and then you'll see it crawl right back into it. I got you, TJ. I didn't look out for it, but I know exactly where you're going. Got it. Pink moon at that. Follow there was a market structure shift and unicorn setup out of the daily BISC. Okay. Price at the top of the hour, fair value gap. You shorted ES. Okay. Before you go, good morning. What's up? Yeah, TJ said whenever there's a full moon, you should be looking for shorts. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to run and get my last cup of coffee this morning, and then we'll finish out our session. We got about 40 minutes left. Eight. Yeah. Um. No, we still don't have a breaker. Not that I see. Right. Keeps making a new low. So it's never breaking to the upside and confirming. Not at least on this 1 minute. Maybe I should go to the 5 minute now. Oh, there's absolutely nothing here. Man, my trade closed. Yeah, that's right. We were here around 667. Now we're at 640. Uh, 609, 590 targets possible. Remember on Cheney? I don't. Does it matter if the adjacent candles of a candle with the fair value gap are bearish or bullish? I don't think so. Give me an example. HCE. Which candles are you looking at? Wolfman, Frankenstein, and Dracula? Okay. Are those the ones they show clips of every now and then in like Technicolor or black and white? Wolfman. Better get your silver bullets ready. Isn't that what kills a wolfman? Or I guess my generation called a werewolf. Okay, I didn't even see that there was a fair value gap created here. Unicorn, there it is. I had the breaker, but unicorn wasn't created until it broke out and closed. It closed above on this candle, but then the following candle is what created the fair value gap there. Yeah. Yeah, I took the entry right at the edge here, Ray, but I only took it for 10 points because I wasn't First of all, I didn't recognize that a fair value gap had been created. But yeah, I took it for 10 points and hopped out. But originally I had wanted to go for 20, just didn't. So breaker displacement through the 1110 candle. Okay. And using 11.3 candles, an inverted fair value gap. Got it. Yeah. Yep. So I was looking at this as the original setup. Yep, sure did, TJ. Ah, there it is. There's the 20 points. All right. All right, Miss Goody. Yep. It happens. It happens to everyone. So don't feel like you're the only one. And the thing is, once you get that close, you all of a sudden change your rules, or at least that's what I've done in the past, is that I've changed my rules to where now all of a sudden I'm risk adverse and I don't want to put in a proper stop loss, because if I lose the trade, then maybe I'm down another $400 or $500. So I want to put in a stop loss that's $150. But all that does is ensure that I lose. And then you do that a couple times, or you have a bad entry, and then before you know it, you're spiraling. So, yeah, I would just take a break for this session. It's over in another 30 minutes. Regroup over lunch. Decide if you want to trade this afternoon. If you don't, that's actually probably not a bad idea. And you just return tomorrow with a fresh mind and start looking for your setup again. Maybe today's trading is a little more consolidation than what you're looking for. So maybe you get a little more back and forth. So you just wait for another day. Tomorrow there's high impact news at 8:30 and at 10 o'clock. So we may actually get some really good price action tomorrow. So don't feel bad and don't feel like you can't still do this, because you can. $77. All right. All right. Did everyone see how this was set up? Good job. Yes. What I used to do a lot is that's when I would turn off the computer and go and get a workout in. Yep. Good. Good idea, Mike. Go ahead and just reset, recharge, and come back later. Anyone have questions about the setup that just occurred, the 20 pointer? It looks like it wants more. Yep, absolutely. Does anybody, I had someone recently advise me that I should probably read my rules to myself or kind of give myself one of those coach pep talks before trading. Does anyone do that? Oh, it's kind of like where you read out your rules, where in the morning you say, all right, we're not going to take more than 2 trades this session. We're looking for a break of a session low. We're looking for a sweep of an hourly low or an hourly high or low. We're looking for a fair value gap. Once we get that, we're taking our breaker. We're leaving our stop where it is. We're going to take a 1-to-1 trade and that kind of thing. Like whatever your rules are, just reviewing your rules with yourself prior to the trading session, just kind of making sure you're focused. Mm. Okay. So on your personal Discord server, Ray, is just where you keep, what do you keep? Like screenshots of your trades and that kind of thing. So it's kind of like your journal. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that because sometimes I'll review my rules and that kind of thing when I'm back testing in the evenings, but then you go to sleep. And when I start the session in the morning, I'm 30, 45 minutes out of the bed. So I can't even say that I'm fully awake. I feel fully awake, but I'm probably not. Stop trading when London closes. Oh, what time does London close? Is it 11 or 12 a.m. here for New York? Mm. Okay, so you have your TJ has his rules in plain sight. Only thing I have in plain sight is I have printout of the market maker buy model and sell model, so I can consistently refresh myself on what it looks like. Ooh, look at that. To the tick of the new day opening gap. But when you're on the 1 minute and you find a breaker, these are the kind of things that you want to look for. You want very localized targets, something 20, 30 points, and then you want to find an exit. It's not that 1 minute breakers don't travel and go more than 100 points or even more, because all the moves that go that far, there is a 1 minute breaker there. It's just, it doesn't happen as often as 1 minute breakers are formed. So to protect yourself, you should always look for localized targets, grab your TP and get out. Look at that. Now we just readjust. This is the high, this is the low, higher high, lower low. And we got a bearish breaker now. There's no denying where the FVG is. We got about 15 minutes left in this hour, so keep in mind these bullish fair value gaps above us will expire in 15 minutes if we do not trade back either into them or above. Absolutely. DJ's like, I told you, full moon. Yep, macro incoming for sure. We got a macro coming in about 3.5 minutes. All right, we got 2 minutes before the macro here. Let's quickly take a look at the other charts just before, because we got lunch coming up and some of you may be trading the lunch session. So we see the now we have the dollar eclipsing that swing high from 8 o'clock, taking that out. We'll see if it wants to continue higher. Bearish fair value gaps above. There's 2 of them. Now we see the Dow trading into a bullish fair value gap. We see S&P 500 looks like it's invalidating one. There's one right here, just the same as like when we were in one in NQ. NQ is pushing lower. The one that it was in was over here, so it's been gone. The next one is down at 17,540. So we got about 80 points from where we are now. Right, the low, that low is taken. Dow didn't even make one. It's just straight selling. Jump back over. Get the macro come in just a minute. No reversal without speed. All right, Ray, I got it. Ray, did you stay on the 1 minute for your short? I know you say you were shorting ES. Tony, let's look. Let's see. All right, so we had to tap into the breaker just before the macro began. Yeah, I wonder if this consequent encroachment of the fair value gap will be the optimal entry. Six oh nine. $609. Let's see that. Right. equal lows. $632, $628. So far, it's already delivered 25 points out of fair value gap here. All right, got about 90 seconds left in our session this morning. Any final questions or comments? Go ahead and put in the chat. Let me know. All right, Richard, appreciate you. Yep, absolutely, WC. See you in just a bit. All right, everyone, that'll do it for our morning session. I think we're done with all the questions and comments. We'll take a break for an hour. Most of you already know this, so I'll see you in just an hour. For all new people, we take a break for the lunch, and then we come back at 1300. So I'll see you in just a bit. Take care, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe on your way out.